Peace and blessings, all power to the people, man. We over here at George Floyd Square, man, standing in solidarity with the family, the people in the community. I just wanted to let everybody know we appreciate everybody coming out here. The unveiling of the sign, the candlelight, standing in solidarity with the family. Biden passed that act today, man. So we're making some type of progress out here. The president is obviously aware of what's going on nationwide, not just in Minneapolis, Minnesota, but with these mass murderers, these mass terrorist attacks from Buffalo, New York to Texas, Uvalde, Texas. Yeah, man, we must continue the revolution. And like I said on my live, this hits, hard for me, you know what I mean? Because I knew, George Floyd, but my son was just murdered at his school on February 1st in Richfield. So when this mass shooting happened in Texas, it stung me, you know what I mean? It brought flashbacks to me. So, we must continue to fight. The revolution must continue. That's pretty much what I got to say right now. My mind be going somewhere else. My body be here, but my mind be somewhere else now.
For you to lay all that out in a quick synopsis was quite impressive. But real quick, while we have you, talk about it real quick. Your son, man, much love to you. Sending my healing energies to you and your family. Beyond that, you were in jail on politically motivated charges. Can you talk about that at all?
Yeah.
You can.
Well, the case definitely is dismissed now, so I definitely can, and they don't have a chance to appeal it. So I can talk about it. We was peacefully protesting at Judge Regina Chu house, demanding cameras for in the courtroom for Dante Wright's trial. Kim Potter's trial for justice for Dante Wright, excuse me. And even in that circumstantial, with their circumstantial evidence, they didn't have enough, obviously, to charge me. Even though they tried to charge me with felony harassment of the judge even said it herself. She didn't feel like she was intimidated. But the prosecutor office, Mike Freeman office, actually tried to push the charges. Once I had beat the case, my son was murdered. And I've said this numerous times. I've read different articles where they say that one of the boys that murdered my son is actually related to the judge. So my lawyers is looking in on this. We got people that's looking in on this across the world right now. This is devastating. Literally, it's devastating. But I've touched so many lives, man, over the last few years, man, and it's only right for me to continue to stay fighting. I will be pushing for harsher penalties for school ground shooters and school bus shootings, so I'm working on that. Hopefully the NRA want to help me with that and shut some of this shit down so excuse my language, so these kids will not get murdered at school where they're supposed to be the safe haven spot. Again, man, accountability, man, transparency, full transparency, and qualified immunity. Police Reforms Act is getting passed, and we need to continue to push forward. We have to. We demand it.
For your son's case, the murderers are in jail waiting on trial?
Yeah, so there was two dudes. My son, Jamari Rice. He was murdered at Sika High School, which is an alternative school. He was playing football at Richfield, so he wanted to go there just to get his grades up. This was the second day at the school, and an 18 and a 19-year-old came and shot two people. The other person survived, and my son was murdered on the spot. Again, like I said, I got chills right now even just talking about it.
It's only 3.5 months. I don't even know how you're talking about it.
This is one thing I say, man, to everybody that's watching and tuning in. Please do not let it be too late. And what I mean by that, don't wait till it's your loved one to get out here on these streets, standing with the people in your community, helping your brothers and sisters out in need. This is something that we must and have to do. Enough has always been enough. Yeah, man, this is why I have to do it for the generations to come. I've been saying this for a long time now. And even in Minnesota, it's a good thing that we have all these people out here, but we need some centers up now. We need youth for change centers that I've been talking about. We need YMCAs, Boys and Girls Clubs. We need an outlet for our kids. And that's most important right now. We need security, obviously, in our schools. After when my son got murdered, the Sika High School had a metal detector in their school. They took that metal detector down, I believe it was a week prior to my son getting murdered, and now the metal detector is back up now. So, help me make sense of this. You know what's going on as well as I know what's going on. They will continue to try to push their narratives and say, oh, this kid was a gangbanger and this. My son was about to be going to the NFL. He was a smart, good kid. He loved his friends and families. There's nothing that they can tell me about my son that I've known all his life. And you know what I mean? It's not possible. So I definitely do hate when people try to slander other brothers and sisters that's been victimized either by police brutality, gun violence, or racism just to try to get their narrative across or get their point across. That's not right. We need to stop doing that. These is human beings. These is real, actual people. These is people's sons, brothers, uncles, aunties, loved ones. So we must, like I said, we must continue to fight out here. Our organization's Families United is out here, which is myself, Breonna Taylor's auntie, Bianca Austin, Tanika Shannon, which is Fred Cox's mom, Jacob Blake Sr., he's in Washington, D.C. right now. He had met with the president earlier, and he will be in Minnesota as well, and Jolly Good Ginger as well.
Thanks. You want to rip, where can people find more information?
I'm on Facebook under Cortez Rice, Cortez Rice. I'm 32 of Minneapolis, Minnesota. I'm always live, and I only go live so other brothers and sisters can do exactly what I'm doing. I don't do it for likes, boast, clout, none of that. I do it so other brothers and sisters can get out here and do the same thing. If you got $2, it doesn't hurt to give out $1. You see some brothers and sisters in need that need clothes, blankets, shoes, or whatever, go ahead and help them out. We need to help each other out. All power to the people.